I hope this is working okay. I've never done this on mobile before, so I don't know what this is going to be like. Sorry, the time crept up on me a little quicker than I meant for it to. I'm trying to make sure that I can see the chat. Yeah, the time kind of went past a little quicker than I meant for it to. I didn't know it was going to happen that quickly. This is just about the time of night when I will creep around to the house and we had some people nosing around the property the night after the fire, so I come around every now and then and just kind of check out the property. And there's not a lot of alone time right now with everything going on. We're fine. Hi, Isabel. How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you here. Can you hear me okay? Let me know. Okay. I don't know how this works with mobile here. But we're fine. The family's fine. Everybody got out okay. I still got a little bit of a cough, and my nose is still kind of dry. I've got earaches, things like that. So if I make noises while I'm doing this, just please forgive me. Thank you so much, Christina. Okay. Hi, Benoit. The chat's disappearing really quickly. I don't know how to work this really. How to make it stay longer. Yeah, nobody died. Everybody's okay. So the way it happened was, if you don't mind me sharing it with you, the way it happened was, it's kind of mysterious still. We don't really know 100% of what went on. If the fire started on the back porch, and it spread really fast. They said that we had some boxes that we were getting ready to get rid of. Hey, Andrea, I'm sorry. We had some boxes that we were getting ready to get rid of left over from Christmas. And so that escalated or hastened the spread of the fire. By the time we knew that it was happening, it was already, I walked to the kitchen, looked out, there's a glass opening in the kitchen door, and there were flames already over my head. So we didn't have time. Hi, Victor. I ran upstairs. Everybody else was already downstairs except for one person in our family, my niece. So I ran upstairs to get her. She was kind of lost at the top of the stairs. I guess the fire had already made it into the walls because it was really smoky up there. She's short, so she's lucky. She didn't get too much in her body, I don't think. I ducked down. I got some cloth wet. I ducked down so I could breathe, and I led her to the stairs. I ran and grabbed my phone, which I thought would be important and simple enough to grab. But by the time I got back to the stairs, it was like, I don't know. It was like the smoke was so thick it was like foam. So I made it down the stairs after my second try. The first time I tried to make it down, I kind of backed up because it hit me really hard. And I made it down, and I made it out the front door, and everybody was outside. We got the dogs out of the front room, so they were fine. Put them in the cars. We moved the cars, and everybody was fine. I mean, some of us were in shorts with no shoes on, and it's not exactly warm. But the neighbors were really nice. The neighbors were really helpful and very generous. And I mean, our neighbors across the street gave me a pair of socks, and my little brother came and brought some house shoes for some of us, and coats and things. So everybody was really helpful. But I was saying all that to, one, I haven't shared it with anything with any of you about any of that yet. And too. That's why I'm still kind of, I feel like my voice is weird and I'm kind of congested. I feel like I kind of got a little bit of smoke in me, and that's it's been bothering me. I've been real tired. Small symptoms, I get a little lightheaded sometimes. Some tingly feelings in my fingers, stuff like that. But it's just oxygen stuff. They, just give it some time. Hopefully everything will be fine. Clara, no, actually, material stuff. We've had a lot of people. We have a fairly large family, so when it comes to like, hey, do you need some clothes and stuff to get you by for a little while? People have been very helpful. We've actually had to start turning actual clothes away because obviously it's cold, so everybody figured we needed sweaters, we need hoodies, we need jackets. So everybody was giving us bags of sweaters and hoodies and jackets, which is wonderful and it's appreciated for sure. But just, without a closet to put them in, after you get so many, they become a hindrance, really. So we started sort of being selective and appreciate, trying to make sure everybody knows that we appreciate the gestures, but that we need to be careful what we take. I went to the doctor, Andre. I went to the doctor. I'm not. Okay, I went to the doctor. My kids were at the hotel. They're older, they're older teenagers, but I left them at the hotel and went to the doctor, to the ER. And after 4 hours of waiting, I went and asked how much longer it would be. And one of the young nurses was very nice. There was another nurse who seemed like she'd been going through it, probably been having a tough day. They had a lot of COVID patients. So just a quick little PSA that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Get vaccinated. If not for you, for everybody else. This Omicron thing is no joke, and it wouldn't be happening. Anyway, I was there for 4 hours. I asked them how long it was going to take. They said they didn't know, at least another 3 hours. I told them that I couldn't stay that long. I couldn't. My kids needed food, right? It was getting dark, and they needed food. They didn't have any way to get anywhere. They had already taken an x-ray of my lungs, and I asked them, if I leave, can I come back? Or if I leave and the x-rays come back, can they tell me, if there's something wrong? If there's something really wrong, will they tell me? And they said, no, if you leave, they'll just mark that you left, you left after the procedure, and then it'll just disappear. So that didn't happen. I left and got my kids food. I can debate even with myself all day whether or not that was a smart idea, but if I feel like there's something seriously wrong, or if I feel like I'm suffering from like really long lasting symptoms, I would certainly go back. I've talked to some of my family who are in the medical profession. I have a couple of cousins who are nurses, and they've made suggestions on where I could go that would be better. It's another hospital a town over. So I may end up going there. If this isn't clear up, I'm going to say by Monday, then I'll go get checked out just to make sure everything's okay. But I really think it's just, I got a little smoke in my lungs. It's probably a little inflammation. Like the worst end of it would be that I could get like fluid building up in my lungs, and that could cause a serious problem. I don't think that's the case, or I think that my breath would be a lot worse. But like I said, if it doesn't go away, then I'll certainly go get it checked out. And yeah, Clary, I'm very grateful. Everybody's been so nice. It's one thing I wanted to say. All of you have done such a wonderful job and been so supportive. You've given yourselves through the GoFundMe page, through PayPal. I cannot tell you, I'm not going to give out like any specific names and dollar amounts, but pretty much everybody here that I know of has helped out. And so many more of you. So I know you guys have been sharing the link to the GoFundMe because it's now sitting close to $3,500, which is going to help us out a whole lot. Really, the point of that, the goal of that was just to kind of help us with immediate things because we're having to work on the process of getting into maybe like a rent situation for a while until we can work out the details, do something with the property here that burned. Maybe get it sold, or I don't know what the plan will be. We'll have to talk to people and find out. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go, but there's got to be some steps to take, and there's got to be somebody out there who knows what they are, right? So we'll figure it out. And but for now, we're looking for some place to rent, just to give the kids some kind of stability. Aside from the fact that hotels are really expensive, the kids need someplace solid, someplace they can call their own. You know, I hope people aren't chatting and I'm missing it. I don't know how to check. Okay, I think I figured it out. I am Lisa. Hi from Montreal, Quebec. My heart goes out to. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That user profile picture that you have, Lisa, reminds me a lot of some art that I had made for some t-shirts and stuff that I was going to put out. I was actually going to do it on the 1st, and then some things got pushed back, and then since the fire I haven't had time, but I've had some artwork commissioned. I've had some artwork commissioned of Laura, and I plan on putting that out. I just haven't done it yet. Things, of course, are obviously that my schedule has gotten pushed back quite a bit. I'm sorry for the shaky camera. I'm trying to find out the best way to do it. It's 3:14 in the morning here, and I'm happy to hear you're all right and are not giving up. I was terrified to hear about what happened, and I was hoping you and your family are all right and safe now. We are, Christina. Yeah, I'm so sorry that it's so early there. I know that a lot of you who are subscribed to this channel are in Europe or other places around the world where it is much later in the day than it is here for me. It is 8 o'clock here. So I am sorry that this is how late it is. I meant to go live around 5 my time, but it's just kind of hard to schedule things. Also, I've been getting tired sort of randomly, so that's an issue. I won't be on here long, but I am going to make this a more common thing. I'm going to start. I can't really edit right now. I can't. I don't have the. Obviously, I don't have my computer or anything. So I'm going to start at least a couple of times a week trying to hop on here and talk with you guys, hopefully earlier in the day when the kids are squared away doing their things and there's nothing pressing happening, just to share with you. You guys have been a big part of my life. All of you live here now, and anybody who watches this later, you've been a big part of my life for a few months now, and for a better part of last year, I think. And I just I don't want to lose this connection that we've developed. I don't want to lose this relationship that I found. So I'm going to make an effort to more, as much for me as anything else, just to have somebody to talk to, I think would be nice. So yes, my email, all of the things on in my profile still work. Oh, that's right, Victor. Yeah, I know. It's only 8:18 there. That's exactly what time it is here. Central Standard Time. Ooh. Yeah, my email address is still the same. All the digital stuff is fine. My biggest problem is, I'll say this here, I've already emailed him personally, is that someone had jumped the line and requested a pilot reaction, and I actually did it. I recorded it, and I was in process of editing it actually when the fire happened. And so, but my hard drive, obviously, with all of my recorded video, is gone. So that's gone. There are a couple of other things that I had recorded that are gone, that I haven't posted anywhere yet. For those of you who watch my other channel or are subscribed to the Whedonverse tier on Patreon, I had a top 10, for me it was a top 5 tier list for the first season of Buffy that I was going to post, and that's gone. I can re-record that at a later time. But, and yeah, absolutely, Victor, 100%. I know that you guys have all been very understanding, and it is absolutely family first, and it's getting the kids right. It's getting, everybody squared away wherever we're comfortable, and we're working on all that. I think that it's important, though, that a part of me getting my head right is maintaining some kind of grasp on what I was building, right? On the it's important for me to hold on to something that I was creating, from before this happened. I can't let myself feel like that this fire is the end of all the stuff I was trying to make, like all the things I was trying to build, right? I appreciate that, Lisa. I do. I know you. And again, I don't want any of you to feel like I'm like scared that you're going to disappear if I don't keep making videos or whatever. That's not it. It's I need it. I need it. I need it for me. I need it so that I feel like I still have something. I that the fire didn't take everything. I will. I will take all the time I need. I will. I will. I promise. My kids were tonight. The reason I was able to go live tonight is because the kids and their grandma and my niece who were here. They went to visit my little brother, and so they were having a good time. They took the dogs, and were just having a good time. So I had some time where I could come check on the house and then talk with you guys. And it's good for me. I mean, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the consideration and how kind all of you are being about this. And I know you'll be there. I know you will, especially the core group of you guys. I mean, I know you'll be there, but it's just important that I keep doing something. I have to keep doing something. I can't just, sit in my room all day and stare at the wall or watch cable TV, right? Just because the fire took my equipment, just because it took my things, doesn't mean that it has to take everything that I was building, things that I was making, things that I wanted to develop, right? This thing is important to me. This relationship with you guys, the time I spend here, it gave me something, and I want to hold on to that. I'll be around till May. It depends on the internet's availability in Europe while on tour, but we'll keep checking. Oh, that's right. That's right, Victor. To be honest, I forgot that was a thing for you. I forgot that was a thing for you. But yeah, let me look. Hold on, I'm looking at something. I understand. Thank you, Clara. I appreciate that. I hope everyone else feels the same. Yeah, it's just for a little while until we have things in the works. Look, it's not like there are so many people who have it worse than I do. There are so many people in the world right now who have it worse than we do. I think the hardest part of this is the shock of it, how quickly it happened, how unexpected it was. Everything that we just gotten the kids for Christmas, everything that we had done to build up for the year, it all kind of it went away really fast, and that was the hardest part. As far as like we're not gonna starve, we're not gonna starve. Anything that all the help that we're getting online, everything through the GoFundMe and everything, that's mostly going toward keeping us from having to dip into we don't want to have to go get a loan just so we can eat, right? If we can help it. And obviously nobody's under any obligation to do anything, but so many people have reached out and helped. The spirit of generosity is so thick, and it's really obvious and apparent, and it's really touching our lives. And that's what that's mostly for, is to help us kind of keep from having to go so far in debt that we can't get a new home. The goal is to get a home, right? That's the goal. That's the end game. And So that's all that's for. That's why it's not like, oh, help us rebuild our house, please help us raise $200,000. That's not what that's about. Um, we're not desolate. It's so weird to talk about because we're not completely like, money and everything is all digital. It's all in the bank, right? But I say those things, and then something inside me feels broken because some things we lost, you can't replace. The first thing my daughter asked me about was a picture that she has of my uncle who passed away several years ago. She had it in a book by her bed, and we haven't been able to get upstairs yet. So I don't know if it's okay or not. But it's things like that that really matter, like the computer, the Christmas gifts, the popcorn machine that the kids love that we got them this year for Christmas, things like that. It's just a little individual serving popcorn machine. It's not a big deal, but my kids kind of go crazy over really simple things. I mean, wasn't $70, $60, but they loved it. And stuff like that's gone, and that sucks. But it's the pictures, it's the little memorandums, the things the mementos that we have of people that we love, the things I got from you guys, the photos that I got from Elizabeth, the CD that I got from Clara. They were both upstairs. No, we haven't found anything that we can salvage yet. We've only been able to get into the downstairs and one room and the bathroom upstairs. The floor fell through at the top of the stairs, so anything from the top of the stairs forward. I mean, you don't know the layout of my house, but anything from there forward is unreachable. Up until today, you couldn't really because it was still really wet. Thank you so much, Victor. I really appreciate it. Hey, you know what? Yeah, you're in the States. I don't know who you know. What we really need is somebody with a line on a house that we could potentially rent or even possibly buy. That's the hard thing right now, is finding someplace. We've been searching for 3 days, and the last time I had a house fire, which this was my third, I was 20, and it was a long time ago. And really quickly, people that we would call who were renting houses in town, when we told them what happened, they would offer us a break. They would offer us a you could have this house with no lease. Just take it for a couple of months until you get back on your feet. Until you find something. Here take a 3-month lease, right? So that you can get into something right now, and then when you find something, that's fine, right? Everybody that we've talked to has insisted on a full year lease, which we just don't. It's just not. It's not ideal, and it's also, things have gotten really expensive since the last time I rented a house. I think that in our area, 3 bedrooms are going for $1,800 or $2,200. I know that's not a lot in some places, but here that seems like a lot. And there are a lot of us since COVID and everything. Even before, my mom and my stepdad, me and my kids, and my niece who's okay, I'm back. We're in the East Texas, Victor, um, close to Dallas, on the northeast of Dallas. About, I don't know, so somewhere close to Dallas, not too close, about an hour away, maybe more. That might be too specific. I don't know. I'm not worried about that. Um, I know I disappeared for a minute. I don't know what happened. I lost signal. It was Christina. Because really, the simplest things are that matter. I might take you up on that. I can maybe I can get you a picture of him, a picture of her when she was that age, and kind of describe to you what was happening in the photo. What do you think? You think you could maybe work with that? A photo that she had, and he was holding her up, above him, and she just had the biggest smile on her face. Um, am I live? I'm sorry, I was being quiet, but I can't tell if I'm live or not. I'm having to move because it keeps cutting out. Christina, if you can hear this, yeah, if you want to send me an email to my to the email that's in the description, then I will definitely get back to you. Honestly, for absolutely for real about that painting, that would be an amazing gift for her. She would flip out, and any happiness, anything I can do to put a smile on their faces right now would be incredible. So if you could really do that for me, that's something we could work out, I would absolutely be interested. So please do send me an email to the email address in the description. It's at brandonscott@thatsideacting.com, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. That would be amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Andrea, Isabel. I appreciate it. Something in Plano, really? I don't. If you got my email, bro. Send me if you want to send it to me, send me some kind of listing or something, or whatever it is, an address. If it's listed by an agent, then you can send me that. That would be great. We're just trying to find something to get into that's big enough. The thing is, like a minimum of 4 bedrooms. It's just hard, but it has to be that. That's the biggest thing. It's got to be a big enough home. And we were planning on moving anyway, right? That was the plan. We were looking to try to find some place with a little bit of land, not a lot, not too far from the city, but just a little bit of land, a little bit of space, instead of just sitting on a lot in a city. So, you guys are so great. I hope that the signal's getting better. I'm about to pull over again. I just realized I was still driving, and that's not safe. I'm about to pull over, and so that I can keep talking to you guys. Thank you, Christina. Well, I didn't know that the city, but there's not really a set number of miles. We've talked about moving to Arizona. We talked about moving to Louisiana. We talked about moving to Colorado. We were planning on moving soon. I just don't know where to or when that was going to happen. Sometime this year was the plan. We just hadn't made any definite, decisions yet. So yeah, any of those. So really, it doesn't matter. That's amazing, Victor and Andrea. Thank you so much for asking too. Why are you guys so nice to me? What did I do? I'm sorry. It's been a tough time. Thank you. If you want to give him my contact information, that's absolutely okay too. Thank you, Isabel. Or Clara. Sorry. I just read the name. Thank you. We'll have to do another sometime, maybe next week. Sometime maybe next week we can schedule another live call on Discord. We haven't done that since we first opened the Discord, and I kind of that would be fun. You guys really are the best. I appreciate it. I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting all that. I wasn't expecting people to be coming through with like actual recommendations and actual contacts. That wasn't a thing I thought would happen on this live stream. I was just wanting to come and let you guys know how much I appreciate you and how you've been, all of you sharing around the GoFundMe, and most of you donating yourselves, being very generous and very kind, being patient, and accepting of the situation on YouTube and everything. Like, I just wanted to show my gratitude for that. Well, you're a good man, Victor. Thank you. And thank you, Andrea. You guys have always been kind to me, and I appreciate it. This is getting a little emotional. I'm actually starting to have a hard time talking. I don't know if you can tell. I'm starting to have a little bit of a hard time talking, so I'm going to cut this short. People become close, don't have a TV, and I'm proud of that because I choose to watch. I'm so glad, Christina. I really am. I'm so glad. One of my absolute favorite things is to hear people talk about how much they got out of a video or enjoyed watching a video, how they cried with me or laughed with me. Or connection is so important. It's so important for us to connect with each other and be a part of each other's life, a part of each other's journey. Maybe that's a little deep for I don't even know what day it is. A Sunday night, Friday maybe. But regardless, I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate everything that you guys have done and all the support you've given. Thank you for showing up for me here tonight. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I can call you guys my friends. It's Saturday. Thank you. I thought it was Friday for a second. I didn't get it right. I danced all around it, right? Sunday to Friday. But anyways, we've been on here for 35 minutes. I know it's late for you guys, so I appreciate you showing up. I'm really starting to have a hard time breathing, so I'm going to get off here, okay? But I will keep you updated. I will start posting a little more regularly now, as far as like text posts, just to kind of update you on Discord, Patreon, and here on YouTube, to let you know how we're doing health-wise, how we're doing like as far as this house search goes. Victor, Christina, Andrea, all of you who said anything about it, thank you so much. I will look in my emails over the weekend to hear from you guys. That portrait suggestion, that painting of my daughter and my uncle, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much. I can't wait to hear from you guys again, and I will see you soon, I promise. Please remember, you know what I'm going to say, be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. I love you guys.